Hi guys, Saram and Riddhi back here, and this video is specifically for editors to tell you how to write your feedback emails. So usually the format is something of this type. Hey, in bolds, feedback, oops, colon, unbolden it, and then your feedback, then thanks, and your name. And what you write in the feedback is completely dependent upon you. Some things I would personally suggest, and let Sarim have his fair share of describing what he expects from it because he's the one who mainly handles feedbacks. So for feedback, it will be like just convey what's good, what's bad, how they can. Don't just state what's bad. Explain how they can improve it and explain the right ways to go about it. If they have done something really great, explain them how they can still do better at it and how it's amazing how in what ways it was good. Finally, I would also suggest you to mention a word something like amazing work, keep writing. This is something I do if I write feedbacks. I rarely do. I've probably just written 5 feedbacks my entire tenure as a chief of operations after we started having a primary editor. Before that, I've written a good amount of them, but after we had a primary editor, I've written quite less. So as part of the role of a primary editor, you will be required to write the feedback and just motivate the writer to write more, to write well, to write accurately, and to write effectively. That's my expectations of a feedback email. I'll let Simon tell you what he expects.
Feedback wise, I expect you to just not state the negatives. It's constructive criticism we're giving here. So you can start off with some of the good things they did, like, oh, content written really well, little grammatical errors. Then you can state out things that made the article a bit subpar and then state how they can improve on it. Same thing basically what they said. Just end it on a good note, like keep it up, keep up the good writing. Hope to see more from you. And yeah, that's more or less for feedback. Nothing too big about it.
Feedback emails, you will be sending it to Sarin. His email will be communicated to you. If you are a writer with us, I mean, you should, and you've written one or more articles, you must have his email ID. So you send him the feedback with the subject line as, the two part is his email, which you should have, and if you're not, will be communicated to you. Then your subject should be the title of the article. So for me, the one which we just edited as a model article was Kolkata, the city of joy. This helps him know which author he should, transfer this to. Now, this transferring is done on our portal. It's a blind submission. It shows in the name of the Teen Pop team, but it also does give credit to the person who has written it by just the initials, not the full name. So it's just the initials, the blind submission, and that's how it's done. It's not sent by email or something like that. Sometimes you might get email feedbacks for your articles, and that's because that's how the system routes it. So it comes off as from the chief editor, which is Sari. So that's how the editing is done basically. So I think that's all from my end on the feedback. Do you have anything, Sari?
No, I think I'm good.
Yeah, so that's it. Thanks for joining us and have a great editing process. Thank you and have a great day.